Hello students, good morning, good afternoon and good evening. This is teacher Shanice and welcome to ASA online learning platform. Today we're going to do Form 1 and 3 English and you guessed it, it is writing. Okay, this is part 2. Basically English paper 2 mostly on writing. It's divided into part 1 and part 2. The first part is short communicative message. Basically we're just going to write a very short reply to the person in message format. Part 2 is note expansion. That is what you've been trained for since primary school. You're going to write about maybe a short story based on the words given. So I know this is one of the most frustrated sections and we're going to tackle it together. Okay? Yeah, so there is a format for part 1. I'm going to focus more on part 1 today because the I believe it is slightly more difficult because both here you can see is 20 marks, yet this one is only 80 words and this one is about 100 depending on the question, about 100 120. Same marks given, yes, this is less writing. So I believe the less writing part is the most scariest because if you use the different words, it's gonna be, you're gonna get deducted for that. Okay, so let's do a format on part 1. Nutty! Okay, moving on. First one. Part 1 is short communicative message. As you can see here below, here is an example of what it is like. The aim for this part is to give short responses to a person. I would suggest go straight to the point with simple English. Okay, so I think there was a change in the PT3 format from 2018 to 2019. Now we're using a new format. Apparently for the new format, you don't start with hi, how are you? I'll go through that in a bit. A lot of things have changed, so let's do some steps first before writing. First one is identify the main point of the message. So what is the main point? Okay, first thing, he is starting a new hobby. Okay, new hobby. Highlights the option given. What are the options? 1, 2, 3. These are the options. And write out the pros and cons. So pros basically advantage, which is 好处。有什么好处? Okay, the pros is I'm going to choose cooking here. Okay, you can choose cooking, cycling or painting, it's up to you. Okay, but I'm going to choose cooking. So what are the pros of cooking? Can you think of some? Let's say if I start cooking at home, what would that be for me? Okay, first one could be, it could be cheap. It's cheaper because if I go out to buy food at the restaurant, it'll be much more expensive. You guys know that, right? It's much more expensive in the restaurant than cooking. Cooking is actually really cheap. The products that you use are very cheap. Okay. Next one could be you can cook at home and you can cook whenever you want. So 为了自己可以煮 okay, you can cook for yourself. Maybe one more, you can cook for your family. Okay, since I chose cooking as my pros, the rest I got to write the cons, which is the 坏处 disadvantage. For here it's cycling and painting. So what is the disadvantage for cycling? It could be, you need a bicycle. Bicycle is costly, so it's expensive. Painting, what do you need to do? You need to get brushes, painting, and a lot of things. Art block, yeah, art students, you guys should know that. Oh, very, very costly. So that is why I choose cooking. Okay, so before at the end I gotta put the best option, which is cooking for my case. Okay, for this example I'm gonna focus more on cooking. So here I've already answered. Okay, the main point is choosing a new hobby, and then I gotta highlight the options, which is cooking, cycling and painting, and I'm gonna write out the pros for cooking, which is my point here. Cook, cheaper, don't need to go out. Disadvantage for the other options is cycling and painting. Okay, I've already write out the points here. And the last one, best option. So convince means you provide a few points until the person is like, yes, I think cooking it is the best options. So the best way to write this is ending with so I think this option is the best option for you, or you don't have the right option here. Hope this helps. Okay, moving on. For most English papers, it usually starts with an introduction, 开头. I would suggest go straight to the point. As I mentioned earlier, new format. You don't have to say hi, how are you, all those. Okay. Middle, which is the 中间的部分, good and bad points. This is the advantage of the choice given, cooking, and the bad points, which is cycling or painting. Okay. Lastly, you end it. And when you're ending, usually you just do 1 to 2 sentences. Actually, one sentence is already good because just remember it's 80 words. You don't have to write like your grandmother's story, grandfather's story. Okay, just go straight to the point. Next one. Okay, introduction, first part. Yep, like I said, new format, don't be formal. Don't be formal meaning like follow. It sounds very scripted. Like you're reading from a textbook. Hi, how are you? I am fine. I hope you are fine as well. Hi, this one very famous, right? You're usually in standard 6 you always have to write this. Hi, I hope you're in the pink of health. No, you don't have to do that anymore. Okay. So new format, just go straight to the point. Since already they write hi Alex, just write what you want to choose. So the first part is I'm thinking of starting a new hobby. So you can just say I think you should choose cooking. Okay. 听是想，should 是应该，choose 是选择。So think you should choose cooking. Should is a good word because you're suggesting. 你要建议 this option. You want to suggest this option. So you put I think you should choose cooking. Okay? Introduction. Very simple. One sentence. Okay? The middle part should be the most. Okay? So remember the start where I wrote out all the advantages for cooking. Yeah, I put it here. It's in red. So the rest I just write out. If you know how to cook, you can always make yourself some food. That is very true. Okay? You can make it anytime you want, given parents' permission. It is also cheaper to cook at home. Yes, tomato at home costs less than outside. Just remember that. If you don't, you can ask your parents how much does a meal cost. It's actually very expensive. You do not have to go out and eat at the cafe and restaurants all the time. I think this is a very good advantage, especially ongoing COVID. Okay, don't need to go out tapao. You just cook at home. Okay, I added one more point. Plus, when you have time, you can cook for your family. This last sentence here, I added in so you can. It sounds like you're really writing a message for your real friend named Alex. Okay, I don't know whether you have a friend named Alex. If you do, then that's great. Okay, but if you don't, yeah, this sentence makes it more real. Okay, because you're really talking to the person, which is Alex. Okay, if you can't write too much, this green part, you can always write about the disadvantage of cycling and painting. Right? I already talked about how cycling is very expensive. Yeah, because you need to buy a bicycle. That's why cycling is expensive. And if you start painting, you also need to buy brushes and paint and drawing blocks. Don't need to write so much. 2 is enough. Okay? Here, 1 point is enough. Remember, 80 words. Okay? You can either choose the previous one or this one. Okay? Both also acceptable. Okay, last part. Ending. Remember, 1 to 2 sentences enough already. Okay? So the point of ending is to convince. Is the best choice. Okay, so remember there's 3 choices: cooking, cycling, painting. I wanted cooking, so I write so I think cooking is the best for you. I hope this helps. Okay, that's all you need to write. This is, I believe, it's about 82 words. If you want, you can write slightly more. I usually accept 80 to 85. Try not to go overboard. Okay, remember, don't tell grandmother's story, grandfather's story. Homework! Haha. Okay, so I talked so much. Time for you to write for me. First homework, you gotta write based on the same question here, but you gotta choose painting or cycling. Choose one only, then the other two should be about the disadvantage. Remember this point here, identify main point, highlight, write out pros and cons. Give me this as well. Write out in your paper. What are the pros, what are the cons? Okay? So painting or cycling, give me some benefits. 有什么好处啊 painting? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of benefits for painting. If you can't think, there is Google for you. But I really suggest you to try to think on your own. It is very good. Don't rely so much on Google. Homework 2, same thing, and you gotta write on a different question. Okay, so here it's about a birthday present this time. Got 3 options again: camera, laptop, PlayStation. Pretty sure everyone's gonna choose PlayStation for the boys. Okay, it is not wrong. You can choose, but you gotta give me really good benefits. 有什么好处 about PlayStation? Okay, then if you can't talk too much about it, give me the disadvantage. Okay, for this homework, try to give me 坏处 for laptop and camera. Don't talk too much about PlayStation or whatever that you choose. Okay, same thing. What do you think? I think I should choose blah 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 blah. Okay, 80 words, 80 to 85, 90 try, not to, but I'm acceptable. Okay, homework 3. Okay, this is not a paper 2 homework, it's a paper 1 homework. From the ASA Facebook, you are able to find a Microsoft Word file. For Form 1, it's called ASA Form 1 English Revision. You should be able to find it there. Open the file, type the answers inside, and then save as a different file name. Okay? Don't rewrite the file format. If you don't understand this, you can seek supervision from your parents. You can ask your parents about it, or you can Google how to save or change the file. Okay? Once you're done, send it to me. Upload it. Form 3, it is a PDF file. Okay, this one you cannot edit, meaning you cannot type inside the file when you open it. For Microsoft Word, you can. So PDF, just write the answers on the paper. Any paper will do, preferably an essay paper, because you're going to do the homework 1 and 2 on that same paper. Okay, that's all. So homework 1, 2, and 3, all is due Friday. Okay, 27th of March. Try to finish. It's pretty simple because 80 words, 80 words essays. I think you can get it done in 1 hour or so, and then this one's it won't take too long as well. Okay, that's all for now. Good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.